Make sure you guard your heart when you letting folks get to know you. Go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my page, Peaceful Real. So, I am um, moving with the expectation that my husband gonna find me any day now. Any day now, I will be engaged and married, and I just know because my husband is not finna play with me. My husband is not finna let too much time go by and let somebody else possibly get my attention and scoop me up. That's truly what I believe. I truly believe that's gonna happen, and I walk with that expectation every day. And you know what I'm saying? Um, because I am open to my husband finding me. I am open to meeting men and letting them get to know me as I get to know them. But um, I recognize there's still some order that needs to come with that. Um, I am a firm believer in you have to be your authentic self at all times. You need to let people be able to make an informed decision about you. Um, and that's the fair thing to do because otherwise, um, you know what I'm saying, things is going to show up regardless. Everything in the dark going to come to light. And one thing about me, I take everything to the Lord. And I mean everything. One prayer that I pray consistently is, Lord, close the eyes of men who ain't my husband to me. Close them. Don't even let them see me. Hide me from them. And I mean that. I mean that. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered. I ain't interested. No, thank you very much. But when I am, meeting men and exploring the possibility because the information that I'm receiving from them so far is looking pretty good. Um, I know that it's still important to be protective of myself. And there are some conversations that you know uh, you will want to have because you are wanting to, share who you are, give them a sense of who you are, but you still have to be mindful. And just like I'm praying for the ones who ain't him to move around and stay up out my face. I'm also praying for the men who I am, getting to know and uh, asking that their intentions be clear to me. Asking that, what I'm saying, who he sees is shown to me. And what I can say is he has not failed me yet. Um, the information I receive um, can be mind blowing sometimes, and very humbling because it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really telling me these folk business. And I don't, the Lord talks in a lot of ways. He can talk to you by their behavior, their actions. You could pray for something, and the next interaction you have with them will confirm what he shared with you. Like, you just told me that. Dreams, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just information that you uh, get in the spirit, the Holy Spirit. And honestly, in that when that happens for me sometimes, um, I sometimes wonder if it's me in my own head, and I'm still kind of working on, you know what I'm saying, like strengthening that. And so I will not doubt it and can move a lot quicker. um, but I do take heed to the information that I am provided. You know what I'm saying? But that bit of doubt, like, is that in me in my head, or you know what I'm saying, causes me to hesitate and not respond in the way that I eventually end up responding. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that's something that I'm asking him to work with me and help me on. So, you know what I'm saying, I can you know, be more efficient with the information that I'm asking for and he giving me. Um, you know, the one thing that you know what I'm saying, the enemy thrives on is information. That's why I'm also very careful about certain things that I say, you know, out loud, because I know he'll, you know, use it. And um, sometimes people have demonic spirits, you know, on them, and they don't realize it, and you know, it ends up coming out and showing with sometimes with the information that you give them. You know what I'm saying? Peep how they respond to information that they you know they receive from you, especially when you have situations where they are violent with the information that you share with them, trying to be open and share who you are. If they are throwing it in your face and using it as a weapon, what spirit you think that is? If they're flipping and reversing it, what spirit you think that is? You know what I'm saying? And you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be mindful of that. You gotta you know what I'm saying, be prepared for that. Because if you're asking, you know, question of who sent you, where you come from, you know, those are gonna be ways that you know, figuring out you know who you know who you really dealing with in a spiritual way. And a lot of times people don't even really believe that they have a demonic spirit, you know what I'm saying, using them. And there was a scripture in the Bible when Peter was talking to Yeshua, and Yeshua was telling his disciples about his the you know his crucifixion that was gonna be coming up. And of course, Peter jumped up, you know what I'm saying, basically jumping bad, like, I ain't gonna let this happen to you. And you know what I'm saying, Yeshua rebuked him and told him, you know, Satan, get behind me. And that's how you know that um, Satan will take any opportunity to use somebody, and that person won't necessarily be aware. You know what I'm saying? Um, and uh, Peter was, you know what I'm saying, was Yeshua's rider. You know, when they came to arrest Yeshua, Peter was the one who jumped up, slicing and dicing. So he would be the one that you just know he couldn't believe that, you know, Yeshua was calling him Satan and saying that, you know, calling him the devil, the enemy. Like what? Like, nah, it can't be me. But yeah, Peter, it was you. You can't argue with the Son of God, the Son of Man, Yahweh in the flesh. You can't argue with him. If he say Satan on you, Satan on you. um, and Satan is such a is so crafty, but he's so disgusting, that nobody wants to believe that he could use them as an instrument, as a vessel. But all he needs is a little crack. All he needs is a little crack. whether it's your ignorance, whether it's your lack of obedience, or whether it's your inability to recognize where your weaknesses are and your flaws are. Um, he attacks those things. You know what I'm saying? He thrives in those spaces because as long as you're not acknowledging your flaws and your weaknesses, you're not giving them to the Lord, and you're not boasting in your flaws and your weaknesses. And so those are not places where He can show His power. So as long as you are ignoring them, you're leaving the door open for Satan to be able to worm his way in and take advantage. And you know what I'm saying? When you're getting to know people and you're experiencing these are things you got to be mindful of. You know, especially if kingdom marriage is what you want. Um, and this the dating scene is already wild. You know what I'm saying? It's just all these different various factors that are playing a part in people being able to have the connections and get to know each other like we used to back in the day. And so there you need to add some additional safeguards in the process. And be mindful of also what they share with you and how they share it. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, are you able to trust what they say? You know what I'm saying? Are you getting examples of them needing to know so much about you, but they withholding information? Have they been honest with you from the jump, or do they need to come back and make corrections about things that they initially lied to you about, but now that they feeling you, now they want to be honest with you. All right, you know what I'm saying? I think that there's a fine line with withholding information and lying and sharing things at a certain time. I think that people have the right to share things, and volunteer information at the time that they want to, and not feel any pressure to do so. But there's something about not putting that best foot forward with simple things. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I think that a lot of times people, they they have expectations in other people that they don't put them same expectations on themselves. And that's just it's not the best trait to see when you're hoping to get to know somebody and hoping to see that they pretty solid. And then you got to find out about the lack of reciprocation with a mix of high expectations. It's like, dang, homie. um, so be mindful of how information is passing back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Are you feeling like you spilling your guts and you ain't really getting information back? And what are they doing with this information? Why do they want this information? I have felt like in some of my conversations, I feel like some men is downright nosy, and they want information that really ain't is sincerely not any of their business, especially when it comes to like other men. Like for me, I very rarely ask about other women. You know what I'm saying? Like I am not interested in things that went on with you and other women. And the reason why I'm like that is because um, the experience you had with that woman is very specific to the experience you had with that woman. And um, I don't believe that uh, my mindset and my personality can be attached to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know her, she don't know me. I don't know why she responded to things the way that she did. I don't know what motivated her. And so certain situations that went down with her may not ever go down with me because we two different folks. You know what I'm saying? And the things that I want to know specifically about you, I am confident that I'm going to find out. And I don't necessarily need to hear about what your experience was with another woman. Like, I don't even be asking questions like, early on, like, why did your last relationship end? Why did, you know what I'm saying? Like, you, and I feel like this is something that, maturing and having, relationships, people get different people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have, you know what I'm saying, seen men be totally different with one woman versus the next. You know what I'm saying? And um, I seen that when I was growing up. Like, I remember there was there was a group of friends. Well, it was two girls dated the same dude, and what the first girl was so in love with him, so in love with him, and he acted like he treated her like she got on his whole entire nerve. And I used to be thinking like, why she deal with him like he act like he don't even like her. And later on, her homegirl ended up dating him. And he was totally different. Like, they was super cool. They was like best friends. Uh he, you know what I'm saying? He, like, you could tell he really, really liked her. And so it's like, um, some women do not get the same man at all. And I keep that in mind. When I'm talking to a man and learning about who he is. But the main thing that I keep in my mind is how much can you expect from a relationship you weren't supposed to be in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And that's my mindset. Like, why you want to hear about what went on with a man I ain't even supposed to be with? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't supposed to be talking to him. Like, he was not somebody who was supposed to have a permanent presence in my life for whatever the reason is. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying, I recognized it and I removed him. And now I'm moving forward and I'm available and single to be able to be here chopping it up with you. Like, ain't that something to be excited about? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you want to get involved with me? Like, why you want me to sit up here and talk to you about these miscellaneous dudes who I ain't studying? um, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just very mindful of that and very mindful of, information that I share. And that's something, I'm still, learning and working through. Because you got to find that balance. You got to find that balance between protecting yourself and then also, being who you are, being authentic, and sharing, sharing who you are so people can make an informed decision about you. Because, like I said, I think that is extremely important. And I move like that because I want to get that in return. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to feel pressured by me, want to know things about them, but I do want them to, be at ease with letting me know who they are. Because everything gonna come out in the wash anyway, baby. Everything. And the God I serve is the God of revelation. And he gonna reveal things about me to you. If you go to him and ask, just like he gonna reveal things about you to me, because I'm for sure asking. Understand? I've already asked. I've already asked. If you know me, you can try to holler at me, and I done already asked. For real. But yeah, you gotta guard your heart with the information you let out it and the information you take in. So tell me what y'all think. How has the flow of information been with y'all with in dating? How has it been? What I'm saying, in the beginning, and what I'm saying, and once you got to know more, did you start noticing things about, you know, uh, the how they handle your information versus how they handle their information. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Go ahead and like, share, comment, and also subscribe to my page, Peacefully Real. Are you wanting to grow your relationship with the Lord and you really don't know where to start? I can relate because I have been there. Um, I had a strong desire to get closer to the Lord, but I just really didn't know what else I needed to do because I was already going to church service, going to Bible study, reading my Bible. And I ended up getting some very life changing advice from my grandma. And my desire to grow closer to the Lord became a reality. I can honestly say I have a friendship with the Lord, and I'm grateful for it. So much that I considered what if other people are feeling like I felt? What is it that I can do to help them grow their relationship and experience and enjoy this same friendship that I have with him? And I created my ebook, The Relationship Standard. And in this ebook, I explain my journey and what my experiences were that have led me to where I'm at now. Um, and you can now find this ebook, The Relationship Standard, at the website peacefullyreal.com.